So welcome back, everyone, and I'd like to talk about subdivisions today as the basis of the kind of like the underpinning to what you're playing. Subdivisions is, I guess, the way most people talk about it. I like to think of it as what's the foundation that's going in your mind as a click as you play along to stuff. And the case I'd like to make is that it's really important to have a pulse of triplets or 3 running through you and a pulse of 16th notes or 4 running through you. And they come together. It's not like this absolute thing where like, well, if you're playing with a triplet feel, that's it. No. Or if you're playing with a 16th feel, you don't put a triplet feel inside of it. All that stuff happens. And we'll get into all of it, and I'm sure I sound bizarre right now. So let me make my case. Okay. If I am playing jazz or blues or a waltz, I'm clicking off in my mind in units of 3. So I will show you how jazz is a extension of clicking off in 3. I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to play a stream of triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And I'm going to take the swing pattern, door, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. And I'm going to put that into accents on my triplet pattern. So 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, door. Door, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. Door, shut the door. So hopefully I'm making clear, and because a lot of people talk about it, and some charts on the wall, all sorts of stuff. It's just a feeling in the playing, and the thing that's going on underneath you is right. Even if you get into the more intense stuff like the non-go. Kick showing up in the sound. That's this insane rhythm that you learn, and it's just a series. If you diagnose it as a series of triplets, it makes sense, and you can play it. And it took me forever, but now that I see it in a different way, it takes me far less time to teach a non-go to students that ask to learn it. And let me just be blunt and say that's just the non-go that I picked up. There are different ways of playing non-gos, That's just the way, the one that I was given. And I think very few of us are playing rock, pop, or jam songs in our bands that are truly based like they're non-go tunes. Anyway, so blues is based on triplets too. Right? Blues is the last note of a triplet is the soft note, and then the strong note is the first note of the next triplet. So 1 triplet, 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2. What's a blues shuffle? Ba-bump, 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 ba-bump. What's the most important note? Second note. So blues shuffle. 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And by the way, the next thing I want to talk about is a triplet exercise. Gets the left hand really delicate and powerful and smooth. You take a stream of triplets and you play that swing pattern on top of it. Door, shut the door. if you're into the Ted Reed stuff, you know, you're practicing very similar ideas to this, right? When you're playing the line of Ted Reed in a stream of triplets, what's the underpinning to the music that you're making, and hopefully the creativity that you launch into? It's going to be the triplets. So okay, so what if I'm playing in a waltz? Bum 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 boom bum. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Right? So I mean, you could play it as more of a like straight six, but then you get like 6/8 blues, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 6 1 4 6 1 3 4 6 1 3 4. You know, so why does John Bonham launch into so many triplet fills? Why do all these drummers that play lots of blues and jazz whip out triplet fills? Because they fit and they sound phenomenal in the subdivision, if you prefer, or you know, the underpinning that they have. They're grooving. You keep your mind just rifling through. There's your metronome, you know? So that's that. Now 16th notes, right? If you like funk and rock, and although lots of blues rock there, you see, there you go. And we're going to come back to hybridizing all this stuff, but it's just for the purity of a beginning place to start thinking and having an attack and a direction for some practice time. It's good to take that triplet and to make up patterns. I forgot to say that so the exercise that you really want to do with this is to stop playing that direct swing pattern of door, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. And the way you start making new creative patterns is by playing your pattern so that any note you hit on the ride is already there on the snare drum. So I'll start with door, shut the door, shut the door, shut. I'm trying to make it louder here. Now that swings. How do I know that swings? Because it is on the triplets. So it is a swinging feel. And if you want to have a swinging feel on a rock beat that you're playing, you want to sound more Black Sabbath-y, you know, practice some swing, practice some swing. So that's what we had before. It was like and I could take that and start moving it around the drum set. Why does it have to be on the ride? Right? Door. See how the triplets are all still in there, but it has a pull, you know, pull all those triplets out, and there's that, you know, you're swinging it, you're swinging it, you're swinging it. And you could go very, very deep with these ideas. I don't want to keep going there. I want to switch over to 16th notes, and maybe we should do another video on this as well. So swing feeling triplets, right? You can and you can swing a waltz. I'm sorry, I was in 4 there. 1 2 3 1 2 3. 1 2 and 3 1 2 3 1 2 and 3. bum bum boom bum bum tick 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 tick. I'm in threes, right? Tick 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 tick. 7/8 blues. Constantly ticking off in your head in threes. All right, let's switch over to 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. I personally believe and had things transformed for me by taking counting 16th notes very seriously. And it's a simple exercise, but just because it's simple doesn't make it easy. All right, so you start off with, and I had this idea kind of like put in my head by an old teacher who had been around. My God, I can't. I'm drawing a blank. Joe, what's his name? The big time West Coast drummer, the drummer from Toto's dad, Joe Picaro. There it is. So Joe Picaro would use these kind of exercises, and I had a teacher, Scott Byrne, who had studied under there. And so anyway, you can pick up ideas like this in book form. There's an amazing book called It's All About Time, and I'm drawing a blank as to the guy who wrote the book. I think he's still the dean at the Musicians Institute, Fred Dinkins. I hope I got that right. And he has this exercise in there. You know, it's all about counting 16th notes and getting that constant count in your head. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And so what you do is you start with just that stream. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Make the 1, 2, 3, 4 louder. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. See, I'm getting staccato in the way I say it, right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E, 4 E and a. And you want to make the rest of it disappear, but you want to keep counting it in your head. 1 E, 2, 3, 4. Sounds weird to you, but in my head, I got a da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you want it real staccato, right? And then you draw out the E. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E, 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 E. So then you take something simple like a drum beat and you count against it. So I'll just say 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And you start auto-adjusting your body. Now for rock songs, you really push and pull between your kick drum and your snare drum, not playing exactly at the center. Like, songs that have great character are songs where a lot of the time the drummer is pushing and pulling around on the beat with the kick drum and the snare. And it's nice to have an exercise where you like really focus on not doing that. Can you get that kick drum hit dead center on your 1 and 3? Can you have your snare drum play dead center on your 2 and 4? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now I didn't start in tune, but I'm right. I'm adjusting. I'm getting there. You have to feel your way into this stuff. Gives you a lot of control over your drum set. So you take this drum beat, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now, while you're still playing this, not changing, do the E's as your accent. 1 E and a 2 E and a 2 E, 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 E. And then the N. And a 2 E and a 2 N. Now notes there on my hi-hat, but then the uhs. 1 E, E, and on she goes. So, and then you could do a similar way of doing this would be to like say, okay, I'm gonna play a stream of my hands. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a and so that you have this nice stream of 16ths coming through. Now, I posted another exercise, creativity exercise, where you take this idea of streaming your mind in that lock into 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and, right, split it between your hi-hat and your snare. And you just keep that pattern going. Try not to speed up or slow down. Stream those 16ths in your mind, right? If you want to get those beautiful lead-in notes, right? To these, let's say I want to put a lead-in note on my snare drum going into the one of a phrase. 1. Or when I put it on my kick drum. You're thinking in 16th notes. That accent is going to be on the 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2. What if I put it on the E? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 3 E and a 4 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, right? So strong application. And then you can, now there are other things besides these exercises that rely on a 16th pulse. A samba relies on a 16th pulse. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And you want to put a pulse of a Latin feel, but you and so I switched these. Okay, sorry. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Then you want to right hand just holding that 1 E and a doubling up technique. Right? So the different things to do, but so underneath everything, right? Like if I got a good a funk rhythm kind of going on. One, let's see. That's a bad funk rhythm, isn't it? 1 and 2 and. Putting that snare hit up on the end. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3E and a 4 and a 1E and a 2, 3E and a 4E and a 1 and 2 and 3. And you start to get this feeling of popping up when you're on the E and resolving down when you're on the which makes sense, right? A1. Right? It has this sense of resolve going on. And so now you can get into some really cool, funky stuff, taking the clave and giving it a New Orleans second line feel, right? So let's 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And this is where we start to get into these hybrid ideas. Because against the 16th pattern, you can insert along the 16 lines the clave, right? So even for samba, you got that. The clave is a 3-2 pattern, 3 hits, 2 hits. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I'm going to play a stream of triplets. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And the way it's going to work out is I'm going to have right, left, right, 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 left, right, pause, right, right, pause, right. One E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a right, left, right, 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 left, right, right, right. Then you put a straight and a 2E and a. And so that doesn't quite yet sound like something you like has a New Orleans funk to it, but let's do this. Let's assume you got really comfortable with holding the pulse down on your right foot. Now let's change it. Let's say, well, we're good at this. We got our timekeeping going on in our brain, our third limb, right? Or fifth limb. It would be I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so we got the and instead of keeping tempo and conditioning and flow on the kick pedal, it's just in our head. And we're going to say where the accents fall, the kick drum goes. So if you have right, left, right, 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 left, right. Then once you got that, start moving it around the drum set. And then just this, you can split it between the kick and the snare. So I'll try and pull this together as a way of moving around the drum set, starting at the snare. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a right, left, right, 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 left, right. Add the kick. Right. Go to the tom. Now, see, when I get to the hi-hat, I don't even want to continue the pattern. I just want to be right, left, right, right, right. Right, so I'm thinking in 16th notes, and then I'm throwing in that triplet that comes into the clave. And the more you think of it, instead of like a rigid right, left, And I'm not even counting my 16th notes there because I don't want to be rigid. I want to start getting fluid. So I want to just say that I am in autopilot and I will think in these 16th notes. And because I'm thinking in these 16th notes, it's the underpin to everything, and I can play on top of it. So let's go back to here. Right, left, right. So I'm making a substitution saying, like, the snare drum's so loud, I don't need a kick drum on it. Right, left, right. So I'm only putting in the kick drum hits where it's accenting on the ride. And then you want to start to phrase this, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then start to do stuff where you do, and I'm starting to just throw in, you want to take anything in your repertoire and toss it in. What would a triplet sound like? What would this sound like? What would that sound like? So how do you practice that creativity? 4 on, 4 off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, go. And there you go. You're phrasing, you're doing all this stuff. So I'm pulsing in 16th notes there, right? I'm laying the triplets on top. And I think you get more triplets on top of a 4 when you're in 16th note pulse than you would a 4 on top of a 3. For the purposes of just doing it, I'll show you the easiest way I found to overlay lots of 4 stuff on top of 3. And this is, as far as I know, like the idea comes out of stick control. He has a bunch of exercises. I don't have the book in front of me, so I don't know the page. A bunch of exercises where there's 4s and then 3s, triplets and then 8ths. And so that was just on a snare drum for smoothness. 1 and 2 and 3, triplet, 4 and. But other people came along and they said, oh, what if you just stayed in 3? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you said, I'm going to play 4 over top of the 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Sorry to be a little rusty there on the first one, but who cares, you know? So that's an authentic way of really getting like 4 against 3, you know, and you can take table of time concepts concepts and start applying it like that, right? I find it's easiest to work on and practice when you recondition coming back to home base. We're in that waltz of triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1. Right? So where you're playing exactly on top of that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 5. 6, 7, 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 2 off. It helps. It really helps keep you honest, rather than, because is the point to play lots of things against a time signature, or is the point to practice holding, or not time signature so much, groove is the word I should be using. I think for me the point is you keep the groove, and it's like you throw stuff against that groove. You know, if you wanted to practice of balancing on a bike, ride down the street and have people throw Nerf balls at you, you know, don't fall. Practice maintaining balance. Don't let other things distract you. Then you go on a high wire and it's a little bit better. I'm sure that's not how people do it, but I'm just kind of trying to make a metaphor here. So when you're doing this waltz and playing stuff against it, you're going to find out that the thing that grounds the whole thing is that kick drum. And that if the better you get at it, the more you forget that you're even using your left foot. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do it in your mind, then do it with the sticks. So I think I've gotten way off base, and I have a friend that asked me, you know, this guy's wife's teacher was saying that, you know, when you're swinging, you know, you're swinging on, what is it? You're swinging on the eighths, and when you're grooving in funk, you know, you're messing with the 16ths, and I think that swinging on the eighths is has to do with the way that sheet music used to be written out for players playing a swing pattern where they used eighth notes to transcribe the rhythm. So anyway, I'm sure this is an epically long video, and I hope you got something out of it. I'm going to do another one on the table of time, and if you're watching this before you've seen the table of time, go back and watch the table of time one, because I think that that's an easy place to begin to really start seeing into substitutions, you know, how to think around or really digest and make your own concepts with odd time, or concepts with, you know, odd rhythms and different genres and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed, and I do have other exercise sheet music up on mattthomas.wordpress.com, so you may want to go there and look for exercises as well. Thanks so much.